Hey Brendan,
Uh,
how are you?
I'm good. Can you like see the cello if I hold it
What's up?
here? I'm using a different computer this time, so I don't know if you like see the cello or not.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I totally get it. It's really hard with cello, you know.
Yeah.
Um, we can focus on sound and stuff like that. 'Cause I would have to back up like all the way to the wall in order for you to see my whole cello. So like I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured we will start with some uh, warm-ups and then you have playing tests coming up.
Yes.
Okay, and what pages are they? From the yellow book, I just want to check.
Um, Page 38.
Oh,
Uh, F major scale, bow control in fourth position. Page 36, transition extended exercise, two first lines only, no repeats. Page 36, Russian popular song.
okay.
And page 38, the Bach. I could send you a picture of it.
Oh yeah, no, I got it right here. No, it's all good. Yeah, so then we can definitely, if you wanted to like, because when is your test next week?
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, if you wanted to like, play through, so I can give you some pointers or whatnot. But first, let's just start. Well, since you have the F major scale, why don't we start with that scale? And I figure something new and exciting, so that scales aren't so boring. You
Just gonna
can.
show you
Oh,
what
sorry.
one's coming out.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm in a Mills practice room, so
yeah. I used to be in one in the beginning of the semester, and then they switched me to Crane, and I was like, yes, because I have a bass, so like it was impossible for me to bring it to Knowles.
yeah, it must not be fun.
Yeah. So for this scale, we can try a new exercise because I'm sure you worked a lot with long tones and things like that. But this is a good way to start. It's like what I call like the bouncing bow. It's not exactly spiccato, but you're just gonna bounce at the lower half of the bow, and you should get this sound. So actually, let me try to show you my wrist. I just don't want. I know you're not gonna see me too well, but so all I'm doing is at the very lower half of the bow. If you see, I'm kind of just moving my arm like this, similar to how we would do spiccato, because you're a violist, right? Yeah, so it's similar, but it's, a different way. We're not doing it this way, we're doing it this way. So it's really what I like to call the bouncing bow. It's like an intro to spiccato. Why don't you try that for me? And yeah, why don't you just try that for me? Great, really good intonation. It sounds very good. Just one thing, because I know you said extensions were on your test, right?
Yeah.
So one thing I noticed when, we have our extension on the A string, I think you're actually shifting back and then getting up because that was your only point where you had a little mishap with the intonation going to the C. So when you're getting to that note, uh, okay, so when you're getting to that, already have your finger ready. So if you see what my hand kind of looks like, and I know it's
Mhm.
so difficult, I get it. When I translated from violin to cello last semester, it took me a while, and I still fall into bad habits, doing the um like the pronated wrist where it should be exactly straight. So one thing that'll help you is, like I said, the preparation before you get to that note. When you're playing your open A, you can already have your hand open, not stressed like but just open.
Mhm.
You already have your hand open. And oh, another thing, that's what I was gonna say. The other really important thing is the thumb. So if your thumb is over your first finger, it's gonna hurt, and you're not gonna be able to get that. Because if you look at my hand, like when my thumb is over my first finger, I can't stretch it as much as it would if it was over my second finger.
Mhm.
So those two things will be your like bridge to extensions, because that's definitely what helped me when I translated from violin. Good. So overall, that sounds very good. I think you're very prepared for that scale.
Thank
Um, so there was another exercise I wanted to go over that it's more about tone and whatnot, and it's just open strings, and this can help you for the rest of your cello playing. Um, Actually, I have to show you my bow. So, uh, so what we're gonna do is, this is all about tone, and it's just playing open strings, but being aware, and this is gonna help you with the bow distribution and whatnot. But being aware of like where you are. So right now, I'm gonna play just from the frog to the middle. And then you can go from the middle to the tip. This one's trickier because you want to make sure you get to the middle and not overextend it, right? So why don't you try that? I know I might not. It's okay if I can't see. I'll trust that you're in the right place with the bow. But if you could really just focus on and look at your bow, because the biggest thing is awareness. So let's try C and G strings with just frog to middle. Good, very good. Your tone sounds great. And now let's try the D and the A string from middle to tip. So we're starting in the middle and then reaching to the tip. Good, awesome, yeah. So like little exercises like that are, one, going to help you get used to the different bow grip, and two, you know, I think the biggest thing for me was the middle to the tip, because I learned not to raise my elbow, because that was a big problem with me and I was like in so much pain. But when I do middle to tip, that's the most time where you would raise your elbow, because you could just go right. So if you practice these exercises, you most likely, you know, will help any tension issues that you may be having, because we don't want that.
you.
Okay, good. So let's take a look at your exam. What is one thing that you're most like struggling with that we can look over?
It's really the positions, like getting into position.
Sure, yeah. Um, so where would you like to start?
I'm just gonna look at
Yeah, no
the
problem.
the 36, the first two lines with no repeats.
The
The
first.
first
Okay, yeah, sure.
six,
So this is third position.
it says third position continued.
Okay. That's fine, yeah, so why don't we just go over the first line first, or the first 2 examples, it kinda goes into the second. Oh, no, it actually doesn't, what am I saying? Yeah, just the first 2 examples, and let's see what's going on, and always remember that, that trick I was telling you with the extensions too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really get like the positions that
Yeah,
much.
no, yeah, that's fine, okay, so the biggest thing here is replacement of your finger. So in example 2, you did fine with example 1. I don't think that one needs to be uh, fixed or anything. So with example 2, you're switching. Like, did you ever go over the doing just the? Oh my gosh, I can't even play it in tune. But you just switch the finger to the same note. That's probably the trickiest thing for this type of position work. So, let's see, maybe if you tried to creep your finger in. So if you look at my hand when I'm playing the dotted quarter note, and I made like a half of a shift already just by getting my finger ready. Um, that might help because, you'll be closer to the shift before you get there. So let's try that and go slowly, go probably about oh. But yeah, definitely bringing those fingers together because I know we're going from extensions, which are farthest apart, to going to, uh, this shift. So maybe bring your fingers together a little closer. So let's
Okay.
try that and do slow.
I'm playing the wrong notes, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I think you're just playing a wrong finger. It's 3. So the first one is an extension. The second one is not. It's just 1, 3, and 4. So I think you're trying to think of an extension because you placed a 2. It's all
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, and that.
Good, yeah, so it's actually easier than you think. You don't have to move there. Um, if you look at the measure before, it's the same thing just backwards. So, stay there and then go back. So, it's actually just the pattern backwards, just like a scale basically. So, yeah, so you don't have to overthink it. It's actually a little easier. So that's fine, I think. You definitely did a lot better with that, intonation wise and shifting wise. I think the shifts are fine now.
Okay.
Do you want to play the last one?
Of the first line.
The Do you have to do number 4 and 5 as well?
Yeah.
Okay, well, or do you want to play 2 again? It's fine if you want to do like, you know.
I'd rather do like work move on to 3 and 4 because I want to just get like a foundation of that.
Absolutely, yeah, go ahead. That would be great. That's a good idea.
That's just 1, 2.
Number 4 you're talking about? Yes. So it's 1, 2, 4, 1. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, that's such a weird pattern. Oh, I see it now. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, so number 4 is kind of like a da 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 da, and then it does a scalar pattern in number 5. The fingering is 1 2 4 1 as an extension, and then the same fingering 1 2 4 1, but not as an extension. And then, for the scalar pattern, 1 2 shift to 1 2 4, and there's no extensions there, so you don't have to worry about extension in the 5th one. So let's try 4 and 5 one more time. Really good, yeah, that was a lot better. The only thing you have to check was your shift to the D. So, does it ring like with your ringtones? Because in fact, your open string will ring if it's in tune. That was really the only thing. It was just a tiny bit sharp, and yeah, so I think that's definitely good. um, so, did you want to work on something else for your test? Maybe one of the um, I know we're going over a little time, but
I'm done with classes for the day.
oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, if you wanted to play one more thing, I'd be totally happy to hear it. Maybe one of the pieces or
Maybe the Bach piece on page 38.
yeah, absolutely. I love that one.
I
So,
did that. Yeah, so I've played it enough.
what'd you say?
We had to do a group project for CSO, and we had to like arrange a piece, and every group did a Bach piece.
Oh my. That's actually funny. So what is this one? Oh my gosh, I'm playing an alto clef. I was just practicing viola and I was like, wait, isn't that an E? But no, that's an F sharp. I mean an F. um yeah, so well, I won't talk too much. I'll let you play through and then we can talk about what went well and things like that. And take it at a slow tempo. You know, you don't have to your exam is still not for another week, so you have time.
Should I follow the 3 and the 2 things that she has written?
Oh, the positions? Let's see. Oh, what is that?
Yeah.
Uh, oh my. So the thing with this, I might follow that because the other way you would have to do it would be. I think I would follow it actually. So what you could do to help yourself, for one, measure 1 2 3 4. That oh my gosh, I can't read bass clef. What is that?
Pretty sure it's an octave.
It's an
Okay.
E, right? No, it's an F. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Um, that F, the high F, is in the same position as the low F. So what you can do to help yourself, you can cut that note a tiny bit short so you have time to get over. Uh, so like what I'm doing is I'm basically cutting the note a little short so I can get my hand and my bow over because you're crossing over a string. But do you understand like the fingering? Because I can also go over that if you needed
No,
to.
I understand it.
Okay, good. Yeah. And definitely just go slow if, if we're still having shifting problems. That's totally fine.
Mhm.
Good, very good. Awesome. Yeah. Overall the intonation is really good and that's definitely something that you want for cello. Um just one really quick rhythm thing. When we were just talking about the little stop in between those two notes, you still have to make sure it holds over for two whole beats. So two. So just make sure that half note isn't cut short. And I get it. It's not like I don't think that's actually how it sounds like normally. I think it's like arranged. So I'm assuming that like your muscle memory is like, oh, this is how it's supposed to sound because so I get that. And there was one other thing was very right at the very end. It sounded like you were I couldn't see your bow, but it sounded like you were breaking that slur and doing an up bow there. So just make sure that's together because then your bows are going to be a little backwards. So I would make the C and the D, the first two beats of those two measures, fast bows so that you have enough down bow for the whole slur. Um, because that slur has two beats and you need a little more, like the bow distribution and whatnot. You need a little more. So yeah, but overall that was very good. You're definitely on track. You still have a whole week just to do like a couple of tweaks, so that's fine. Yeah, so is there anything else?
Something else.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you for doing this.
Thank you so
I hope it was helpful.
really was. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And you know, good luck on your test. I'm sure you'll do fine because you sound great. So I wouldn't be worried.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Well,
Have a
I'll see
great
you in class. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.